February rolls around, it's Valentine's Day. I haven't spoken to this guy in some weeks and he asked me if I'd like to go out for Valentine's Day. It's really last minute and I hesitate because I'd have to drive the 30 minutes to him since he didn't have a car. After some coaxing, I agree. I wasn't doing anything anyways. Things unravel pretty quickly. While en route, I ask him where he has reservations and he replies, "Oh, I didn't think to do that." Anyways, he says he'll cook for me. When I arrive, my coworker and her husband are leaving for their dinner reservations. My date lives in their spare room. I'm all dolled up and this guy greets me wearing a wife beater, dusty sweats, and some dingy white socks paired with thong flip-flops. Alright, and we're back. I moved back in with my mom in a small town in Texas from a major city on the East Coast. I needed to get my life together and decide on my next moves, so I said I wouldn't date at this time as I didn't want to track anyone at this low point in my life. Fast forward several months after I moved, a coworker at the offer retail job I took to save for a car told me she had someone she would like me to meet. Her brother had just moved to Texas as well, and she thought we'd hit it off since we both want to make music. I meet up with him once at their house and we watch a movie. Nothing crazy. During our conversation, he tells me he has 3 kids. I ask him why is he opting to live away from them in a place with such little opportunity to make money. Wait, he doesn't even live with these kids? It turns me off, and after this meeting, we stop chatting. February rolls around, it's Valentine's Day. I haven't spoken to this guy in some weeks and he asked me if I'd like to go out for Valentine's Day. It's really last minute and I hesitate because I'd have to drive the 30 minutes to him since he didn't have a car. What does he have? Other than 3 kids. After some coaxing, I agree. I wasn't doing anything anyways. Things unravel pretty quickly. While en route, I ask him where he has reservations and he replies, "Oh, I didn't think to do that." I sigh and I tell him it's a busy day for restaurants and not likely that they'll be able to accommodate us on such a short notice. I continue driving to him and we hang up so we can call around. He calls me back sounding defeated. Duh. Anyways, he says he'll cook for me. When I arrive, my coworker and her husband are leaving for their dinner reservations. My date lives in their spare room. Should I even finish this? This is a father of 3 with no car living in a spare room. I'm all dolled up and this guy greets me wearing a wife beater, dusty sweats, and some dingy white socks paired with thong flip-flops. Nah. His foot looks like a lobster claw. From here on out, we're calling him Lobster Man. I'm not saying Lobster Man. I'll just say he. He says he's firing up the grill and making some steaks. I'm vegetarian. And he knows this. What have you gotten yourself into right now? He says he's firing up the grill and making some steaks. I'm vegetarian, and he knows this. We've talked about this. He says it's okay, and I can just eat the sides, then goes outside to grill and listen to music. I awkwardly sit in the house waiting, looking around at how unkept it is. I didn't notice this the first time I met him since we watched the movie in the back room. They have kids in the house, so I try not to judge. He periodically gives me updates on the progress of the steaks. Why? And eventually flips and flops back inside and says he's gonna set the table. I don't see a table. Your cadence writing this is actually very funny, which is similar to how I actually talk, so it's actually very fun to read. He eventually flip-flops back inside and says he's gonna set a table. I don't see a table. He picks up a wooden tabletop and balances it on the base. I'm curious how this broken table is gonna stay upright and attached, but he tells me it's balanced. He then brings out 1 paper plate, 1 plastic knife, and 1 real fork. Plates the steak and puts some sad and sparsely dressed bag salad on the plate. That's the side. I'm floored. I ask him why he only set 1 plate and put the steak on it when he knows I don't even eat meat. There might be something wrong with this guy. When he sees I'm just pushing the salad around the plate in disgust, he takes it and eats the steak. After a while, I can't take it anymore. I make him an excuse and I tell him I have to go home immediately and I leave. I don't speak to him ever again. After I stopped working the retail job, I ran into my ex-coworker while shopping. She said, "Girl, I'm so sorry about that Valentine's Day mess. I told him you weren't going to be pleased with sitting in that house." I can't believe she thought we'd be a good match and wonder what she thinks of me. Never trust an adult to hook you up with their play brother. We're too old for that ish. So you started off by saying you needed to get your life together. So you didn't want to date during this time. But instead you agreed to get set up with the worst possible candidate ever. Someone with 3 kids who lives in a spare bedroom, no car, and feeds you meat knowing you don't eat it on Valentine's Day. Just because it's Valentine's Day, you don't have to spend it with somebody. You don't have to. Especially this. You drove 30 minutes to him for him to feed you meat that you don't eat on a paper plate.
Oh man, I don't know where to start. Well, honestly, on the bright note, I guess you were saving money, right? You didn't want to date initially because you wanted to save money. Now this date is as basic as it gets. I don't think it even costs money, bro, aside from that steak that he's cooking on that grill, bro. And you're a vegetarian too, so I mean, I guess I don't know what you're gonna be eating. But man, oh man, what a date! Like that's crazy. At this point, you might as well just be single. If this is a type of man you're going out with, a man with 3 kids, you don't even got a house, you don't even have money, you don't even take care of him, he can't even take care of himself, bro. He lives in this spare bedroom, he got one fork, one plate, one knife, and he got a broken table. Like this is what he has to offer. At this point, you might as well just be single. I mean, I don't know what you're doing there. Like, you've seen what you needed to see to get out of that environment. What your ass is expecting anyways. I mean, granted, it's Valentine's. I get it. You wanted to feel some type of way. You wanted to feel like that princess treatment. But at this point, this is some stressful treatment, bro. This ain't princess. Ain't nothing princess about this. This is some stress-ass treatment, bro. At this point, you might as well just be single. Like, I don't understand how people can settle for less like this, you know. But on the bright note, though, you did save money. Oh, aside from your gas, you drove 30 minutes. That's crazy, though. But aside from that, it could have been worse. You could have been paying all his bills and all his BS. And he could have gotten you pregnant, too, and give you a fourth baby. And all of you would be living out here like this on that one spare bedroom with one fork, one plate, one knife. You would be living this type of life, So a good part on your side to leave this immediately. But also, all I can say is about that coworker that tried to hook you up. Yo, that's disrespectful on their part. Like, you should have slapped them. Literally, you should have just went and slapped them on the right cheek and the left cheek. Like, how dare they? They thought you would be a better match with this type of man. That's like crazy, bro. Damn, it makes me wonder, were they looking for the best interest of their brother or for you? I feel like they felt so sorry for their brother, the way their brother's living, and they're like, you know what? He's probably not gonna get a woman in his life. Let me try to, match make him with my coworker. So I feel like she must have been looking at the best interest of her brother rather than you. Because that's some disrespectful type shit. Like, if you know your brother ain't got his shit together, he got 3 kids, he out there living on the spare bedroom. My guy doesn't even have proper clothes on. He got like lobster looking feet? Is that what she said? What the hell in the world would she say that she got somebody she can match you up with? Like, that's the worst candidate out there, bro. Like, what? That's crazy though. But hey, it's a lesson to learn, right?
Okay, listen up, because this is a lesson to be learned. If there is one person that you decide to keep around you as a friend, it needs to be a man who cheats on women. Hear me out here, because I know that you're like, why the fuck would I, A, be friends with a man? That's one. And 2, why would I be friends with a man who hurts women? Listen, okay? Nobody's telling you to validate what the man does. Nobody tells you to respect what the man does, because obviously what he's doing is shitty shit, right? But it's about what he knows and how he knows how to play the game. A few years ago, there was this guy that I was really into, and let me tell you, babe, I'm gonna be real with you. I was giving it my all. I was, and I should not have, because I was for sure not getting it the fuck back. But I was blind. I was blind because of the dick. I won't lie. I was blind. And I was giving him up. I was giving it my all. I thought it was getting serious. It was very much not getting serious for him. But I'm hanging out with this guy that was my friend, and he cheated on bitches. I mean, straight up, he would come to me and he would tell me about how he was fucking 5 different bitches at once. He was dating 3 different girls. He got a baby mama. Like, it was the whole nine. I tell him I got this situation. I'm like, look, bro, I'm stressed out. Like, I don't know what's happening here. I'm very fucking confused. This guy was, he was throwing me back and forth and giving me very much mixed signals. So the guy asked me, he's like, lay it on me straight. Like, what's going on? Tell me the situation. I tell him the situation. I don't even get halfway through the situation. In the middle of talking to him, he starts laughing at me and says, oh, he's fucking other bitches. Just straight up. Just straight up tells me he's fucking other bitches. That man does not want you. He's not taking you seriously. He just wants to fuck you. I'm sitting here like denying. I'm like, nah. Like, it's not like that. Like, you just don't know him. Like, you just don't know him. And his response is, no, trust me, because I do the same shit. He talk about the 5 different girls that he's running around at the moment. He's like, he's doing the exact same thing. The exact same situation that this guy is running on me. He, in it himself, is running around on 5 different bitches. He laid out exactly what's happening behind closed doors that I don't know about with this guy. What's going through this man's head. And let me tell you something. He was right. I ended up finding out the hard way, because that night still I was like, I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. And I continued with the guy. And then Me and the guy ended things, and then I found out afterwards that every single thing that man told me was very much true. So do with that information what you will. They may be shitty in relationships, but they are helpful in your back pocket.
At the beginning, I was like, what is she going on about? Like, what in the world? What kind of advice is this? But it makes sense by the end when you hear it, right? Like, honestly, that's actually a power move on a woman's part. Because if you're friends with this type of man, he's gonna teach you, bro. He's gonna lay it to you straight. He's gonna teach you game. You're gonna know how the male brain really works, how the male operates, bro. That man gonna give you all our secrets for free. So yeah, no, that's actually smart. That is so smart. I mean, this has to work the same way with women too, right? Like if you befriend a woman that just goes around, you will know all the type of game she plays, bro. Cause she your friend, bro. She gonna give you that inside blueprint, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that line that says keep your friends close but your enemies closer. Yeah, that's how it goes, bro. Sometimes you gotta do that, bro, to be able to know, right? Like she said, she was so blind to the fact that the man she had a thing with was actually cheating, bro. He just added her to his roster, and he had other candidates on that roster, but she was so unaware. She thought she was the only one.
Women will be done with you mentally, but you will never fucking know. But this is what they will do before they actually leave or cheat on you. They will sit here and look you in the eye and tell you how much they love you and that you're the best thing that's ever happened to them, and all this bunch of sweet nothing. And the reason why they do this is because they want to give you this false sense of security. That way they can feel better off about going to do what they want to do behind your back, because you would never fucking know. They now think in their head, oh, well, I got his ass back at home, thinking that I'm actually being faithful to him. He's not questioning my every single move. He's not on my ass and blowing my phone up 24/7. So guess what? This just now gives them the opportunity to be sneaky. And they will do this and keep you on the side as a back burner until they officially decide that they're actually done with you and they found the replacement. If this is not a pure example as to why women are the best at acting in movies, then I don't know what is. Because they play this role too damn well. They'll even sit there and make themselves cry in tears of joy and make it seem like how thankful they are for you. That's so fucked up. The whole time while she's sitting there crying them crocodile tears in front of your face, she's over here behind the scenes crying them damn, getting her back cracked tears. And it's pretty sad because men don't really come to the realization of this until later on after the breakup, because they wonder, why did she say all of this, but then still left? Wow.
After my first breakup, I went on a date with a Filipino. He was my second date ever, and he took me to get boba, and he took me to Henderson, to like this really nice neighborhood. And then once you go to the top, you can see the view of Vegas. I know what you're thinking. That's the day I found out what a Kevin Wynn was. He gave me that look, and then he tried to kiss me, and I was like... But he also started singing Lemonade by Jeremy to me. Not gonna lie, he had the most fire R&B playlist.
Excuse me, do you have a boyfriend by any chance?
No, she's single.
Yeah, I can tell. Don't worry.
Yo, my goodness, bro. She almost passed it. She almost did it. Like, that long pause, first of all, lets you know that that's cap. She's thinking of a lie. And another thing is, like, your friend set you up for this. You gotta blame your friend, bro. Your friend put you right on the line. Damn. Man, oh man, I bet you she felt some type of way for the rest of the day. Her day was ruined. Definitely was ruined. She probably had a falling out with that friend, bro. They started beefing immediately after this.
I ain't gonna lie, I keep my hand off that repost button when I be seeing y'all post videos talking about girls don't be spending no money and these girls be bums. These young ladies are very quite wealthy, brother. I don't know what y'all be doing to these young ladies, but they have money. And they like to spend it on guys they like, brother. Trust me. I know from experience.
Hey, yo, that's true. You know, once a woman really likes you, bro, she gonna go buy you a whole lot of nonsense you don't even need. I'm talking about, like, she gonna buy you a new ass TV, bro, new car, hell that, bro, 2025 model Mercedes, whatever. You know, she gonna get that for you, bro. But hey, when it comes to the dudes that she ain't really into, you know it. She gonna play that, yo, I'm broke, I'm just a student type. You know what I'm saying? She gonna act like she ain't got money, bro. I mean, it's really evident. Look at the flights they be taking, bro. Them girl trips, you know, Dubai, whatever. You know how much they be finessing out of that. I'm telling you, bro. Like, Either they got a lot of money, or either they're just straight up hustler, bro. They know how to move, bro. They're way good. They're way better than entrepreneurs, bro. They know how to get money and make the money work for them. Let me tell you that.
My girlfriend and me, right, we have different spring breaks. I had my spring break last week. She has hers this week. So while I'm taking exams this week, she's sitting on the beach in Cabo drinking pina coladas. And the trip is like, it's like a bunch of sororities and a bunch of frats went to this one resort. It's just like hundreds of kids. I told someone this, and they were like, aren't you worried? You're what? Like, dude, she could do anything. No. What? Ain't no frat boy putting in work like me. No, that was a joke. If I'm being completely honest, I just don't give a shit. Like, I don't care. I'm an adult, dude. I don't care. Why would I spend my time worrying about that shit? There's another reason why I'm not worried. This is my girlfriend every single time she's out and I'm not there. This is one day. She won't stop calling me. Look, this is literally her calling me from her sister's phone. Half of the calls, she don't even be calling me to say anything. She'll FaceTime me and I'll pick up the phone and she'll be doing this. I go, hey, what's up? And still, just... And I'll go, wow, you look so beautiful. You look so beautiful. What are you up to? And she goes, thank you so much. I love you. You would have loved this. Look, I got a pina colada. I'm sitting on the beach. I got a pina colada. It's so good. Then she'll ask me what I'm doing. I'm usually like playing Fortnite or something. Listen, I'm having the time of my life. Oh my God. I haven't played this many video games in so long. I'm cranking out victory royales left and right. I dropped a 30 bomb yesterday. I don't give a shit what you're doing in Cabo. I just dropped a fucking 30 bomb. But anyway, she sent me this yesterday. She's at dinner. Look at that outfit. Wow. Sexy leopard woman. Woo.
I think the only reason you're feeling like this, right? You know, this type of confidence you got on your girl is because, like, bro, you already know she locked in with you. If she harassing you like this with this many phone calls, you already settled in, bro. You know what I mean? You already know she ain't going nowhere. So, of course, your mind is relaxed. But let me tell you one thing. The moment those phone calls start declining, the moment that effort she's putting now start going on the low, you're gonna start having a heart attack, bro. You're gonna start panicking. You're gonna start wondering if something else is going on. You know, it's always like that, right? If your woman is doing a set of actions to make you feel comfortable and make you feel secure in your relationship, that you don't need to be checking in on her, you don't need to be worried if she's cheating on you, and then you're straight, you're gonna act like this. But the moment her level of effort start declining and she ain't putting that much effort no more, she starts, you know, backing away slowly and fading away. Like maybe she hits you up here and there, but not as much as before. She's not giving you that time of day, like she's not giving you that time of attention like she used to. That's when your mind gonna start worrying, bro. You're gonna be like, yo, I wonder what she up to. I wonder what's really going on. Is there another dude? Is she messing around? You know what I mean? But in the meantime, though, this is such a positive outlook to have, though. You know, you're playing your video game, you're worrying about what you can control and not worrying about what you can't control, right? This is a healthy mindset. You got a lot of guys out there, bro, right now, they stressing. The moment their woman leaves to go on a trip with another girl out there, bro, their mind is like working overtime, you know? I'm telling you, there's hundreds of thoughts running per minute in their head, wondering about the worst case scenario of what she's possibly doing overseas out there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, at the end of the day, it's just as long as you are secure in your relationship, as long as you know your worth and you know you're prepared for the worst, but you know you're hoping for the best, then you're good, right? Just the way how he's handling it, you know. But at the same time, my boy, you just gotta be ready. Be ready for that one conversation when she comes back, like, we need to talk. I got something I gotta tell you. Sub. Yeah, be ready for that though.
Who's the most attractive person here at the gym right now? Like tank top? Okay, sounds good. We asked a girl who the most attractive person in the gym is, and you were the candidate. So now we're gonna ask the same question. Who do you think the most attractive person is in the gym right now?
For right here, I'd say pink shirt then.
Who is the most attractive person at the gym right now?
Okay, there is a girl over there. She's got a rockin' body. I see her all the time. She's here like every day.
Do you know her?
No.
She's got a shelf.
She's got a shelf.
I
just want her routine.
That's my goal
low-key.
right now. I'm trying to get a shelf this year.
Those girls specifically said she has the best shelf in the gym. Quote. What's your advice for girls that want to, quote, grow a big shelf?
Well, here's what I'm gonna say. You can't deny the role of genetics. A lot of people like to say like, no, genetics like don't play a factor. No, they absolutely do. But eating enough food, I notice how my physique changes, especially my posterior chain, if I'm not eating enough. So I make sure I fuel really, really well, and then hip thrusts are my #1 exercise.
Do you concur?
Yes. And if anybody tries to chase her, I'll hunt them down.
You do cardio.
Yeah, I do.
Guys, I literally cannot right now. He was sending me videos and pictures of the dinner he just cooked, and I was like, oh my god, that looks so good. I get a call from Uber. He sent me the fucking food.
You have to marry this man! What? Does he have any friends?
Like, I cannot.
Standard.
There's a note. There's a note. Wait.
Open it.
I can't. There's tape on it.
I feel like I'm living through you right now.
Mange. Mange, biscuit. Biscuit. Mange, biscuit.
Oh.
It looks insane.
Oh my god. I'm gonna.
Wow. He cooked this. And do you want some?
When's the wedding? When's the wedding?
What is
Can
that?
I plan it? Can I plan the wedding?
He cooked cheese and something in it.
Oh my god, he can chef too.
He chefed this.
What a chef. Tam-free. It's over.
Mm.
It's done.
Okay, taste test. This is the tell-all. If he's a good chef. Put a little mashed potato. This is a big ass bite. Here we go.
Damn, my man is so crafty, bro. Like, wow, who would have ever thought of that? Just making food and Uber it to her. Like, that's some crazy ass. That's some Romeo type shit, man. Like, what? Yeah, he deserves a ring, bro. Just like our friends are saying, he needs that ring right away, bro. When is the wedding? We need to see a wedding happen, bro. But I was gonna say, like, it would have been so funny if, like, he went through all this effort, you know, and she's all like excited, and you know, Uber is there, she gets a package, whatever, the bag, she opens it, finds a container, she's thinking that he made her all this exquisitive, like delicious, fancy ass food, bro, and she opens it and it's just the bread and cheese. I would have laughed so hard, man. I would have been like, damn. It took more effort to send that than it took to prepare that food. But yeah, I was expecting like something so simple to come out of that container, bro. I was expecting like maybe like, you know, bread with a peanut butter and jam spread, you know. It is what it is though, man. Good ups on my mans, bro. You know, my guy is the real Romeo. He's the real knight out here, you know. But yeah, it is what it is, guys. That's a video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what your thought. Also comment about that very first story about that chick that wanted to save money on dates, but then her coworker hooked her up with her brother, and her brother is like a bum. Yeah, let me know about that, and I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. All right, peace.